Hello, you beautiful person. Welcome to my very first baking video. I'm Maraiu. You can call me Mara. I'm not a professional baker. I just love baking. I do have my own methods of baking, I guess. They're probably not the best most of the time, but well, that's why I'm here. I usually stick to the recipes I know because they usually turn out well, except if I leave them out in the sun in winter because I think it's cold outside, it won't do anything. Don't do that. So I am here now because I want to improve my baking skills, and I thought recording myself failing miserably is the best way to do it, right? Now, obviously, if you have any feedback, any tips, tricks, maybe better methods than mine, which obviously can't be very hard, right? You can comment down below. And if you have recipes you would like me to try out, then just send them to me, or yeah, just comment. Alright, so before we get started, what are we even making? We're making Oreo brownies. I found the recipe online. I'm gonna link it in the description, and I'm gonna translate it as well because it's German. And because it seems that everybody loves Oreos, I thought, why not try this one? It seems fairly simple. It's also not an American brownie recipe, I think. So, there's no melting chocolate or something like that. It's very, very simple from what I've seen. You don't need a lot. I think most of the stuff you have at home, maybe not the Oreos, but I mean, you can get them easily, right? Yeah, so let's get to it. We're gonna put the oil, the sugar, and the eggs in here. Alright, and we're gonna mix it all together. Right, I should put the rest in as well. I almost forgot. Let's mix the oil, sugar, and the eggs. I hope that's okay. It doesn't really sound like the sugar is incorporated, but then again, it's gritty, so I guess that's pretty much all we can do right now. The next step is the cocoa powder. Now, because I'm too scared of clumps, I usually do this so we don't have clumps, and then we can just Alright. Oops. I made a mistake. I should have read the rest of the recipe, because it says that I should have mixed the cocoa with the flour and the salt and then put it in there. So I guess we're not doing that. Let's just mix the rest. Alright, I'm mixing the flour with the salt in here. I don't have any other tool right now, so I'm using a fork, but that should work just as fine as any other mixing tool you'd have at hand. Alright, so let's just, oops, that's that. We're doing this again. And then, before I'm turning the mixer on right away, I try to mix it a little bit like that, or the kitchen will be full of flour. Now we have to hack the Oreos into pieces. This is what they look like right now. Alright, now you don't want to use the hand mixer to mix it all up because they will just get mashed in the process. That's why you can use a spatula, for example, and then you can just mix them in. That's a lot of Oreos. But it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Now that's done. Now I'm taking a piece of parchment paper to put in here, because then it will definitely not stick to the edges. The recipe says that you're supposed to use butter, but I am just too scared that it will all fall apart once I try to get it out of the tray. So I'm using this paper. I mean, the edges might not look as nice in the end, but I think we're gonna eat it in the end anyway, so. Oh, I hope that's not too much. Oof. That's a lot of butter. Let's see if that's not too much. Okay, I think that's perfect. The dough, the batter, I don't know how you would call that, is it's not too thick, I think, and it's also not too thin. I think it's perfect for the brownies. I don't know if this dough will even rise or not because we don't have any baking powder inside, but then again, the salt is supposed to do something, right? I don't know, but this looks glorious already and I can't wait to try it. I hope it turns out okay though. Right, now we're gonna sprinkle a little more Oreos on top, and then it's going into the oven and we're gonna see. So in the recipe they said that you're supposed to use 40 Oreo cookies, but I'm using a little less to sprinkle on top because I think there's already a lot of Oreo inside and I'm kind of scared that it will just burn. So Now let me show you what this beauty looks like, and I'm not talking about myself. So this is what it should look like, I guess, or maybe it's absolutely not what it should look like, but I think it doesn't look bad. The batter tasted good in my raw try, and also don't do it too much because there's raw eggs inside, but I guess everybody knows that. Yes, so let's put this baby into the oven. Alright, so this was the first part of the baking video. I'm gonna see how that baby is doing in a bit. It has to bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. It's a long time, and I'm really scared that the Oreos will burn. We'll see, I guess. Alright, so let's let this baby sit in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we're gonna see us in about 30 minutes, my time. About 1 second, your time. Alright, so it's been about 25 minutes now. I'm gonna go check on our baby. Okay, so I took this baby out. Looks pretty nice already. But since I'm not sure if it's okay, I'm gonna check like that. Looks okay, I guess. So we can let that cool down. And once it's cold, we can cut it, and then, yeah, we can try. What I saw was that it has some cracks here and there. It might be because I tried to move it while it was still too hot. So I hope it won't fall apart completely. Yeah, let's just try cutting it. So if I look at the back of these, you can see here. I don't know if you can actually see it, but like you can see the sugar pieces in there. I'm not so sure what I can do now because the bottom isn't really cooked. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop them in again with the top on the bottom, so they will bake on top maybe. Now how do I do this? This time I'm not putting in another parchment paper because I think it's not needed since it's already white. Oh God, how do I do this? Oh my God. That made me anxious. Oh yeah, it's really, you can see here. Although then again, I'm not sure if that's just brownie consistency. So maybe I'm making a mistake by putting them in again. But I think just for a short moment, oh my God. No, this can't be normal. Look at that. I need more time. It's already been in there for quite a bit, so I'm not sure what I made wrong apart from the sugar maybe, but I really don't know if that would change this whole clusterfuck. baking them again will do something. Alright, so that was try one, cutting it. I put it back into the oven and I will check in about 5 or 10 minutes again. And I'm gonna take it out then and see if it helped something. I guess it will help. I sure as hell do hope so. Or this whole thing was for nothing. And I hate food waste. It's... ugh, God. I'm already defeated. But let's just wait and see if it helps something baking it again. So I'll see you once it's hopefully baked. Alright, the brownies have been in there for another 15 minutes or something and it did nothing. At least to me it looks like that. Maybe it's just supposed to be like that, but I'm gonna show you. And here we are. It looks a lot like it burnt on the camera, but it's really just... I can't really show you on here. It's just the dough that looks like that. You can see that here. Yeah. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but I can't leave them in longer than that because part of it is already getting really hard. So I guess we'll have to stick with it and then try not to eat the raw parts. Alright, so I've been trying to get them off the paper now, and they are more or less breaking apart. So I really think putting them in again was not a good idea. I mean, I know brownies have this specific consistency, right? They're usually moist in the end. God, I hate that word. And I don't know. If you have any idea if this looks good or bad, just let me know. I'm just trying to put them on a plate so they will at least look nice. And then we can try, and honestly, if I get diarrhea or something, I will let you know. Alright, so thank you very much for stopping by, for watching this video until this point. I don't know what's wrong with you, but come back next time if you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time when I hopefully am baking something that will not be raw by the end of the video. Yeah.